In this video, we'll cover the general settings and what each one can do for your store. This is where your store's journey begins, so let's dig in. First, we need to navigate to the settings in WooCommerce. To do so, hover over WooCommerce and select Settings. You'll see a row of tabs across the top of the screen named after the drop-downs, fields, and checkboxes contained within. A few of these tabs contain more settings nested within as well. For now, we're only talking about the General Settings tab, but check out our other resources that cover every setting in WooCommerce. Starting at the top, in the General Options section, you can start by setting your store's base location and what countries you sell to. This store location can be narrowed down to the state or province level. Your tax rates will be set from this base location, but you can change those later. In the selling locations, you'll set what countries you sell to, meaning when a customer checks out, their billing details will be checked to see if that country is allowed to buy from you. Choose between Sell to All Countries, Sell to All Countries Except For, and Sell to Specific Countries. Sell to All Countries is self-explanatory, and if you choose either Sell to All Countries Except For or Sell to Specific Countries Only, a new field for those included or excluded countries will appear. There you can start typing the countries' names to add them. Let's say, for example, you can't sell in Canada yet as you don't have a local branch there. With Sell to All Countries Except For selected, it's then easy to add Canada as an excluded country. Next, you can choose which countries you ship to. You can choose between Ship to All Countries You Sell To, which will mirror your selling location settings, Ship to All Countries, Ship to Specific Countries Only, or disable shipping and shipping calculations. Let's talk about two of those choices. Like the previous selling location setting, if you choose Ship to Specific Countries Only, you'll have a new field to choose those countries. If your store doesn't sell any products that need shipped, then the last setting, Disable Shipping and Shipping Calculations, is a simple choice. This removes the shipping calculator from the cart page, and at checkout, WooCommerce won't ask for a shipping address. The default customer location setting helps determine an address to calculate taxes and shipping before your customers actually enter the address at checkout. You have 4 options in this field. No location by default, as the name implies, doesn't use any address and requires customers to enter their zip code to calculate shipping and taxes from. Shop base address, this will use the base location of your store to calculate taxes and shipping from. Finally, 2 geolocate options. This will use the customer's IP address and roughly estimate their location to calculate taxes and shipping. If you have any type of caching in place on your store and want to use geolocate, you can select the geolocate with page caching support for better compatibility. Wrapping up the general options section, we have 2 checkboxes. With these, you can first enable taxes and tax calculations. This depends on your store's location, your local and international laws, and your personal preferences. If you enable taxes, you'll have a new tax tab that we cover in another video and our docs. Use the link now to read more about taxes if needed. Next is the store notice. This lets you enable a store-wide notice that appears for anyone browsing your store. If enabled, you'll have a new field to type your notice in. For example, this could be used to notify visitors of a current coupon code. This notice is also dismissible if your customers happen to get tired of seeing it. The next and final section is the currency options. You can only have one currency set in WooCommerce at the time, so choose your preferred currency and then set your currency position. To wrap it up, go through and set the characters to use for the thousand separator, decimal separator, and the number of decimals to show. You can go for personal preferences or for common practices for your target market. Finally, be sure to save your changes, and that's it for the general settings. Thanks for watching.